Hi Junior DLCs! This video is going to show you how to create Google Sites for kindergartners and first graders. So the first thing I have to do is log in to the student's drive, not my own drive. I want to log into their Google Drive with their login and password. So there will be some little cards that have their login and password information on them. And it'll be your job to help them go to drive.google.com and log in. Always remember that it ends with the @g.coppellisd, and you will type in their password for them. And it should bring you, it might not bring you to this page, it might bring you to their drive, their actual drive that looks like this. So you're going to want to manually go over to these three by three little dots, click on them, and go to Google Sites. We want to create them as sites. I'm going to go over there. So I already have 2 Google Sites, which is why they're showing up here. Your kindergartner or first grader that you're helping is not going to have anything here, but they will have a red Create button over here, which is what we want. So you can go ahead and click on it. If it gives you this option, you can go ahead and just create one in Classic Sites. Okay, now it's asking you to name your site. The name of your kindergartner's Google site that you are helping is going to be their first name with an apostrophe S, and then the words digital portfolio. If you need to write down those words so you make sure you spell them correctly, please go ahead and do that. This is what name is going to show up at the top of their site for everybody to see. So we want to make sure that they are spelled correctly. So again, it's Renee, S, capital D digital, capital P portfolio. Okay. Before we press create up here, we need to let our kindergartner pick their background, their theme for their website. So you can help them through this. You might ask them, what are some of your favorite colors? Or what pictures do you like here? So we're going to let them pick their theme. Let's say they like this one. And then now we're ready to create. Okay, so sometimes when you press the red create button, a little message like this will appear. This message says, this location is already used by another site. Please pick a new location. What that means is that this little part of our URL of our website is already used by somebody else who has a Google site. So if your learner has a common name, this might happen. There's an easy fix for it. What I can do is just add to the end of their name their last name initial. So like, for example, Renee F. Okay. You don't have to change it here in the name of the site. You do have to change it in the URL, the one that's below. So now that I've added an F, let's see if it will allow me to manage the site. Okay, now it says creating your site, so it'll take a moment to do that step. So we'll just have to wait, and then it'll bring me to the home page of my site. Okay, so this is the home page of your kindergartner's Google site. Every Google page starts, or Google site starts with a home page. So we actually, before we add any other tabs or pages, we want to go ahead and just add to this home page. So how you add to a page is you click on this pencil right here. And if you hover over it, it'll say edit page, which is exactly what we want. So we're going to edit the page. Okay, this is another place your kindergartner is going to need your help. We want to put a small little message, kind of like a welcoming message for anybody to see as they come to this site. So we might say something like, hi, my name is Renee. Welcome to my Google site. So from here you could add another sentence saying something like, this will be where I put my work that I complete, or I'm excited for you to see all of the work I do in school. Something that's kind of just welcoming everyone to the site. So I'm going to say, I am excited for you to see all the work I have been doing in school. Please, again, make sure you've got capital letters where you need them, punctuation where you need them. This is the first page of the student's Google site, so we want it to look really nice for them and for their teachers. Then we'll press save in blue up here, and we're good and we're done with the home page. Now we need to start adding all of the students' pages that will show up on the left side over here. Before we start adding the pages, we actually are going to go in and change one of the settings so that we can manually add in each page and choose where it goes. So to do this, it's a couple of steps. I'm going to start by coming up to the settings button and clicking once on that. I'm going to come all the way down to where it says edit site layout. This means I'm going to change how the site looks a little bit. So I'm going to click edit site layout, and you'll see that this black bar shows up right here that says sidebar. When I just hover my mouse over it, that means don't actually click anything, just kind of put your mouse over here. Another word will show up called navigation. Now I want to click kind of on those three dots to the left of navigation. So when I click on them, another box comes up. And in this box, you'll see that it says automatically organize my navigation. I don't want Google Sites to automatically organize my navigation. I want to organize it myself in the order that I want it in. So I'm going to uncheck this box. So click on it once so that it's no longer checked. And then now this box is going to be where I add in the pages. But before I actually can add them in, I have to create them. So let's press OK. We're done for now with this part. And we're going to close out of the navigation, because now we're ready to start making our pages. Okay, every time you want to add a page, it'll be this little rectangle with the plus sign inside of it, and it even says create page. So I want to create the page. The first page they need is one that's just called kindergarten. Make sure that you spell it correctly. Again, if you need to write this word down so that you have it, you absolutely can. Okay, we're not going to worry about any of this stuff over here because luckily we went in and unchecked that we want them to automatically navigate. So we're going to be able to control all of this later. So for now, we just want to create it. So you're going to be doing this multiple times. You're going to be typing in the name of the page and then pressing create. It's not going to show up yet on the navigation over here. We'll do that later. There's nothing we need to put on this page yet, so just press save. So we're going to do this quite a few more times with each of the pages. We just made the kindergarten page. Now we need to go back to create page and this time make a math, science, language arts, and social studies page. So each of these will be its own page. So what we're going to do is put the letter K in front of it so it looks like this, K math. Because what we're doing is we'll also add pages for first grade. So this way the student will be able to tell them apart. So K math, create. We don't need to type anything in right now, so just press save. Add another page. K science. Again, make sure you're spelling these right. Create. Press save. We don't need to type anything in. And we're going to be doing this quite a few more times, so it kind of becomes a rhythm and a pattern. It's important to remember which ones you've already done. So I've done K math and K science. Now I'm going to do K language arts and social studies. It's perfectly fine to abbreviate like that if you'd like to. Press create. And those are going to be my kindergarten pages. Now I need to go back, press save, and add in the first grade pages. So I'm going to do the same thing, but put a 1 in front of each of those names now. So add a page. Number 1, ST for first math. Notice that each of the subjects I'm writing in have a capital letter. So math is capitalized, science is capitalized, LA and social studies are both capitalized. Press save. Add a page. This time I'm doing first science. Create. And again, don't worry that they're not showing up over here on the sidebar. That's because we'll manually go in and add them. Press save. Add a page. This time it's first language arts studies, create, save, I don't need to edit. Okay, the last page that the kindergarten and first grade teachers have asked us to help them create is a page for Seesaw. Seesaw is a program you might have used before that helps you talk about creations you've made or projects you've done and record over on with your voice. So Seesaw looks like this. It's just going to be one page at the end of their website that we will create for them. And now, since this is our last page we've made, I'll press save, and now we're ready to organize the pages. So earlier, remember how we went over to navigation? We're getting ready to do that again. So we're going back to edit site layout, up here by settings, down, edit site layout. Remember, hover over this area and you'll see the navigation button. Click on the 3 buttons. Okay, and now we can add in our pages. So I'm going to add each page in the order I want it. The order is home will be first. Press OK. Add another page. K math will be second. Add another page. K science. K language arts and social studies. First math. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed one. Okay. So first math. First science. First language arts and social studies. And then the Seesaw page. All right, the last thing we want to do over here is some of these pages. Oops, I forgot to add kindergarten. I'm going to add that real quick. And it's okay that it's at the bottom. I'm going to be able to adjust it. So since this is highlighted, I can move this up where I want it. And that's the nice thing about doing it this way is I can move everything where I want it. So I have home, kindergarten. I want to tab over K-Math, K-Science, K-Language Arts, and Social Studies. I want them to be over to the side. Okay? Perfect. All of the rest of them look good. We'll press OK and we'll close. And then we should be able to see our tabs there, which is perfect. That's how we want them. So I'm actually going to go add in one more page because since we have a main page for kindergarten, we also want to have a main page for first grade. So I'm going to go back to create a page and create a page for first grade. And the good thing about the way we've organized our tabs over here is I can go in and add a page later and put it wherever I want to. So that's what I'm about to show you now. So we'll press save. We'll go back to that, edit, site layout. Go back to the navigation, add in that first grade page I just made. It's here at the bottom, but I can move it up. I can move these over. And now I'm done. Awesome. And everything I do will update right here. Perfect. That's what I want it to look like. Okay, the last thing that we need to do to help our kindergartners out is change the share settings on their website. So I want to come up to this blue share. Right now it says private, only you can access. Well, that's not really the point of a Google site. We want other people to be able to see their work and what they're working on, like their parents or their classmates. So we want to change this to anyone with the link. And then we'll press save. Okay, anyone has a link can view it, so now I can go back. And that's it. That's their finished Google site. This is what it should look like. It has the main tabs and then the smaller sub-tabs. It has a Seesaw tab. It has their background they've chosen, and you're done. You're ready to help another kindergartner. So the way I can do that is I can come out here and click sign out to log into somebody else's account. Thanks for watching, and remember you can watch this as many times as you need to help make sure that you've really got these steps down so that you'll be able to help the kindergartner out.